Hey, if y'all come in, y'all share this out. We might be getting an arrest today, y'all.
Vehicle is right there.
We don't know if JP's on the run or not.
And I guess about 20, 30 minutes ago is when I heard, maybe sooner than that, about 15, 20 minutes ago, when I heard a call out for an officer needed here over harassment. And the same officer, this is at the TV station.
And Guru's live on the scene right now.
And this same officer just left over there.
And then we got other people on the ground too.
He's looking at cameras or whatever at a couple of the businesses.
So we got boots on the ground right now, y'all. We might be getting an arrest. If y'all are on here,
I know that news channel is the one that Adriana
share it out.
She's really good. Okay. Do you have the
see it on the YouTube first? I'm on the TikTok.
Police scanner thingy? Yeah, I have one that gives reports too, but let me one of Charlotte's teachers messaged me too. So oh, no worries at all. Of course, at the same time. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, he better not be harassing her.
Alright, we got now we got a couple of things like going on.
So I just want to make sure, because I do not like spreading misinformation, so I'm going to say the information that kind of
no, you haven't missed nothing yet.
Was Liz Farrell made a post saying that the FBI
here you go.
Was at JP's. But she took that post down very quickly.
So did other creators.
But that was already, like, people grabbed that fast enough and it started circulating. People are talking about it. People are going live. There are people that are saying that there's unmarked vehicles in his neighborhood, but that he's not home. And then now we've seen Guru was where Mercy Church was, and there were officers there. One of the neighboring businesses to his new cult church had filed charges, and then now they're at like the news station after he followed some police. So it seems like there's activity in multiple places at once, and I'm not 100% sure if this is intentional in terms of them being multiple places at once, or if some information is incorrect. But that's kind of where we are. There is nothing that is 1,000% confirmed that I know of at the moment.
If y'all are in here, share this out. This is breaking.
And then
she just summarized everything for us too.
We're talking about another location. I stopped by that location where this officer was sitting at, and the protesters there said that the officer was inside looking at, this is all alleged too, looking at camera footage of different locations there, and then he's come over here.
Sorry, y'all. Multitasking like
I have no idea who it's about or what it's about, but I do know the TV station called the police. And
okay, so the TV station has also called the police, apparently. I need to use my phone. I want to check a couple of things, a couple of messages, and see if there's anything that I can kind of verify. But any thoughts or any things that you guys have seen or heard?
I just really think that there's a lot of corruption going on and he's being covered. Because don't you think by now they would have made an arrest in Mica Miller's case?
No.
Or no? Does it take longer than, what, it's been 2 years, a year and a half?
No. Because it's a interstate. So it's going between two states, because it was on the state line. And also, too, they got to make sure that they got them. They want to get them, like, for any and everything. So they're looking for, in case that one don't stick, for Mica, they want to be able to get them for all the other stuff.
So it'd be a federal rather than a state
right.
issue.
Right.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah. And also, yeah, and I think the biggest thing is making sure something sticks, because unfortunately, there are so many technicalities when it comes to the law that even if something is obviously guilty, if there is a technicality, a person can get off on that. And that's really frustrating.
We got Guru that's live on the scene, and then that's the
It
man
could be
you hear
like the
talking.
Adelson case. It's taken them like 11 years, and they still have 2 people
And
out.
then I'm
I don't know if
on
you guys have heard of the
panel
Adelson case from
on
Florida.
TikTok, but I wanted to bring it to
where the
y'all
guy
on
was killed 11
YouTube.
years ago, and they're finally getting everybody in prison except for the wife. But they're also talking about they're gonna arrest her eventually too, but it just takes time.
Yeah. And when there is so many like complicated aspects to a case, it's so hard. Oh, thank you, Mimi. I didn't even see that. Thank you. Yeah, it's multi-level, because we know that he didn't do it alone, right? So
yeah, I mean, look at the Puff Daddy case, and all the
Crime.
interstate things and allegations and everything on that. I mean, JP Diddy, he's pretty much within that radar, maybe not, as extreme or whatever, but I mean, it's still same process, I guess you could say.
Well, didn't they get the dad, or maybe I was thinking about it, on dad and him also? Aren't there some RICO charges on them as well? Or no, is that not true?
You talking about Reggie and
on JP, or the dad, his dad?
I'm pretty sure there would be. I'm pretty sure they would have like a whole list, and they can stack as many charges as they can. So that way, if he gets out of one charge, he'll still have all these other charges that he's got to fight against.
So they're taking their time. Yeah, that's good. They're being thorough instead of going in for a mistrial and being sloppy about it.
Exactly. Yeah, because that would just make them, because they know that nationwide is, everybody's watching Myrtle Beach, and not just because of JP Diddy, but all the other corruption and things that's going on in the area. So they got all eyes on them, and they know, the FBI knows, it's in South Carolina. They know that we are watching them, and we're not going to take no for an answer.
I sure hope they arrest him soon, or if not, that they patiently wait and then really get him good.
Oh yeah, they're not just going. Yeah, they're going to stack as much as they can on him. Because I mean, if he gets one, if he gets away with one charge, I mean, he's still going to have 30 more charges that he's got to go up against, and something's going to stick. And then with the amount of people too that's involved in this organization of JPs, I mean, it's like something out of a movie, but we're watching it unfold in real life.
You know what? You're so true. Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. I also worry about his new wife, Susie, if there could be abuse going on as well with her.
No, I want Susie locked up.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do not.
Because of her ex, right?
Well, it wasn't her ex. They were still married, but I mean, not just, I mean, that, and then not only that, she has helped JP, like she is a part of the problem. She's not, like she has helped JP.
She's not innocent at all in this.
Exactly. And I mean, they're just pretty much using each other at this point. I mean, I believe that Susie thinks she caught her something good, but I mean, but no, I want Susie locked up too. Because I think that Chris and Mica should be the ones here and not JP and Susie.
Yeah, Chris Skinner's death is also very suspicious. It's all very suspicious.
Oh yeah, and then she neglected him. That,
Yeah.
and then she's constantly trying to play the victim and stuff, but she's not the victim.
No, she's the perpetrator.
Exactly. She knew what she was getting into whenever she married Chris. So there is no, well, they got married and then this happened. No, that had already happened, and he was in his situation when they got married. So there's a whole list of things that they could get Susie on too. So
Yeah,
and it's very good-hearted people. They were, the saying only the good die young. In that case, for them, they were very more pure, more holy people, more godly people than these people that have survived.
Well, yeah, I mean, usually, like in this day and age, I mean, things are changing now, as far as like the good, but and like the dark and evil and stuff come to light and stuff. But I mean, you got to think, the good ones are usually the ones that get stepped on the most, and get silenced and stuff. And so that's what happened with Chris and Mica both, because they were both speaking out and speaking up, and they got silenced. But now look at them. Everybody's seen them worldwide at this time. Everybody knows their names, and their light is still shining brighter than anything.
It kind of reminds me of the Charlie Kirk case. The mass. What do you call it? We didn't go riot in the streets after he died, like with the George Floyd riots and all of that. People were started a revolution of good instead of a revolution of bad, which is just amazing. People may not have agreed with what he said, but he died for the cause of goodness.
Exactly. Yeah. If it ends up pausing for y'all.
Yeah, when it comes
I'm
to
sorry.
Susie, I think it's possible that she was a sweet person at one point, but when you are in an environment like that, like to me, a person should not own a church. If you own a church, you should not be a pastor. And if the teachings were as corrupt as we saw they were,
yeah, exactly.
People started
believing
it like it was the final word, right? But we know that there is never a situation in which God says that you should divorce your spouse to be with another spouse.
So it was more of a cult than a church, I would think. Don't you think?
100%. 100%.
Well, I mean, what's a good thing to hide behind? Make the money and have the power and the trust of everybody. I mean, being a pastor,
Exactly.
And having a church. I mean, that's all. It's a business. That's what a church. Not all churches, but a majority of them are a business, and that's how they are run as such. It's like, you got some churches that take the tithing money and stuff and, actually help people and bring people up. And then you have other churches that just collect, and it's just a facade for, the rich and famous or whoever,
Yeah. And I actually had talked to my own pastor about this. I asked if he had heard about it. And, because our church is very transparent with the finances. So we have, budgetary meetings. And so they give us line items of like what was tithed, where it goes, what ministries it supports, how much those ministries need. There's oversight committees. So there isn't one person who is allowed to be in charge of and delegate those types of things. And I always thought that was normal, like that's what churches are supposed to do. And so when we were talking about, I asked him about it, he was like, oh yeah. And he goes, that's dangerous. you know, like, he's like, he goes, I'm the pastor and I don't have
sorry,
a
my phone's
100%
dirty.
say over anything that goes on in this church. And that's how it's supposed to be. Like, there's supposed to be levels of accountability. And so I was just like, wow, like, I wonder if people had never experienced being in a church where they're supposed to be accountable. And so they just thought that this is how it worked. Or I just don't know. It's mind boggling the way that they ran the church.
The sad part are those that believed in him as a pastor and followed his word. You know, that's the sad part.
I mean, that's something that, I mean, unfortunately, JP Diddy's good at is, you know, speaking and convincing and manipulating, and, you know, you get that in the wrong hands, and, you know, it's just doomed for disaster there, you know, especially having a church and, you know, having all these people. I mean, because he was supposed to be the next mega pastor. He was the next one in line to be like the Jesse or, you know, Creflo Dollar or whatever, you know, and then, you know, Mica pretty much put a stop to that.
Yeah. 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 And they've done so much in terms of like the abuse with the elderly and stuff. Like, that really breaks my heart, because they were able to get people to basically hand over their entire inheritance to the church that they did while being manipulated.
Exactly. And, you know, a lot of people, they, you know, they get mad at people for staying, you know, by the church or whatever. But, I mean, if you really, like, think about it, they do not have a choice, because JP actually owns them, owns their whole livelihood, you know, just like, you know, some of the elderly that are there, you know, like, he owns the deeds to their house, he owns their cars, like, literally, he owns their life. So it's like they're backed into a corner and don't have anywhere to go or what, you know. So, I mean, that's one thing I've always thought, like, why is a church owning someone's life or livelihood?
Exactly. That's so sad.
I might have to set y'all down for a second, so I'm going to check on my dogs outside. We're waiting to, I guess, Guru. Is Guru still alive?
Let me check.
I wonder if we could get Wild About Dreams in here.
No, he's not live.
Who had
I haven't seen her in a long time.
Yeah, she had sent me the post that she did, and then it got deleted too. So I guess I don't know if she followed suit on what Liz did, or wait, I screenshotted the notification. But I don't know if I can. Let me see if I could show it or read it.
So, Jenny, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
We will be going over to my mother-in-law's.
Cool.
Yeah, which is nice. Like, I like to we'll play games and stuff. So,
someone
are you baking anything or making anything
on the ground there?
I am not. Usually, I would.
So I got multiple ways to get updates and stuff right now.
Back last week, so I've been.
So I'm just waiting on my
out of commission.
My friend.
Doing some bed rest. So, yeah, I will probably just make some sort of
exactly.
like casserole, but yeah,
I think I'll make my salsa. Just all you do is blend tomatoes and canned tomatoes and jalapeno and cilantro and onion and garlic, and there you go. You put it in a blender and pulse it, and you're ready to go.
That actually sounds really good, though. I love salsa.
I do too. That's my favorite dish to make for parties and holidays. I don't like to really bake or cook, but I did buy the turkey. But my mom's cooking the turkey, so it's like I don't do any of that. I don't trust myself with cooking meat.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know how long I'm gonna be on panel on here because I do got some stuff I gotta do.
A sister,
But
actually 2 sisters.
I at least wanted to bring y'all the live that I was
and then
on,
me, and then
and
my brother lives.
whatever updates we could find out. Guru's going around. He's already been to
Quite a few people
the Mercy Church and some other places. So
yeah, Cassandra's got a little one.
how cute. Where did Miss Holly go? I guess she left for the day.
I think she's bouncing around trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I just heard a lot about that Becca Park case.
Yes.
So sad. It's so sad. And I thought that the Courtney that was up on panel, I thought was Guru's Courtney, and I thought that doesn't sound like Guru's Courtney, so it's not the same Courtney. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not. And I think that one was. Oh, pardon me. That one was definitely difficult to follow because so many new people and players were coming in, and I was like, what is happening? And I just feel
there was something said about it, some emails too. I'm about to ask again.
Life ended.
Get a
they don't know where the baby is, which is just even more sickening.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just seemed like it was really hard to fully understand what in the world was happening.
If you got a compassionate heart, whatever happened to that lady was so brutal. It just tears your heart apart because it's just like, oh my gosh, that poor mama and baby, the whole thing. Even though if the baby did survive, the story about his coming of being is his mom died.
Mm-hmm.
It's very creepy.
Yeah, very much so.
Thank you, Veronica. Thank you for the gifts.
Oh, you're welcome. Could someone kind of do a refresher on the emails that y'all were talking about earlier?
The emails?
Yeah, from Trisha's passed away husband.
Oh, I didn't even see those yet.
But what was said about it? Like that email was being used for.
Oh, there was another business that, I guess that was in that strip mall, other than the lady that does the cosmetologist. They were talking with whoever that business owner was in order to figure out there was something with Trisha's deceased husband's email, which I'm just like, what? I have no idea what that is even about.
I wonder if that was them trying to do a scare tactic or something. I know they've used or made and then also used Mica's old emails for things and then also made new ones.
Oh.
Hold on, y'all. Let me let these dogs in.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually, my pain is kind of spiking right now, so I need to go get some medicine and ice my back. So I'm probably going to jump off. But I am going to try to keep an eye out and listen to what's going on right now. There's a lot of... Jenny. No, you're okay. There's nothing solid right now. It seems like people are trying to figure out what's going on, but there isn't anything that is 100% verified. But it sounds like there's movement, which I think could be very encouraging. I really, really hope that it's the news that we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I hope so too. Chad is coming home soon, so I will have it. But I just talked to her my daughter's teacher, and then Dean was very upset that one of his little
This is who's talking
construction vehicles that you got him, Jenny. One of the excavator things like popped off, and I think it like it's when plastic breaks off. And
So
I'm
I guess
like,
Boomer went off
buddy, I
alive.
don't know what to do.
So we're all just,
and he's like,
I guess,
oh,
just
no,
waiting
and
right
he threw it
now.
at me.
Oh, poor thing.
I know.
Well, if I get on later, I'll definitely share it out with you guys. Valerie, it was so good to hear from you. And please let me know before you take your break again. And Veronica, thank you for coming in here and just passing through. And Cassandra, like, we're just going to be praying for that justice that we've been praying for the last year and a half.
Yes.
Have a good Thanksgiving tomorrow. And
Yes.
We'll be in touch, definitely.
Sounds good. Talk to y'all soon.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Soon.
All right, y'all.
Probably jewelry cleaner if I had my guess.
Like, how much would it cost me?
I'm not sure because different brands are different prices. That's pretty cool, Tree.
Okay, there we go.
Look
All right, y'all. So, dang it.
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay, so you have to just put the cushions on?
I don't know what they're talking about. I don't care. All right, y'all. So we're waiting on updates, and so far they've been to Mercy Church. They've talked to some people at some of the businesses around the church. Something about the police at the news station or something. I'm not quite sure on that one. And I don't know. We might have somebody on the run, or it might have just been a false alarm and something related to another case that's related to JP, because I guess there were some charges pressed on JP. So from was it one of the, might have been from one of the protesters. I'll have to double check, but yeah, if anything else happens, I will be back on. And I love y'all, and happy Thanksgiving. If we don't, I guess, hear anything else tonight, I might try and go live something maybe later if I go to my youngest son's house. But all right, y'all, I love y'all, and happy Thanksgiving. Bye.